individual had the greatest impact on your wrestling career?
I would definitely say my first coach, Merrill Silver. He was my junior high coach, and then he followed me up to high school, Mesa Verde High School. And so I was with him for 6 years, and I kind of idolized what he did as a PE teacher and a coach and said, that's what I want to do. So I decided in junior high school to follow his ways.
Who was your wrestling idol or hero growing up?
Well, growing up, I didn't really know wrestling. I started in junior high school, but so I really admired the Schultz brothers, just what they accomplished, and especially Mark Schultz. He was a gymnast, and I was a gymnast growing up, and so you know, he was there. He's the same age as me. He was at that state tournament when I was in '78, and I thought that was really a great story for him to start so late and do so well.
What personal attribute contributed to your success in wrestling?
Well, I was always very athletic. I did many sports, but I think obviously the most important thing was my decision my junior year in college. Finally, I got it right and figured out I need to stop wrestling for myself and wrestled for the Lord. I became a Christian when I was 17, and I was really still doing it for myself. And when I decided to do that, things really changed for me.
What is the most outstanding memory you have from your career in the sport of wrestling?
Probably, as a coach more than as an athlete. I always wanted to coach, and wrestling was fun and rewarding, but nothing was more rewarding than some of the successes that I had coaching high school wrestlers, being in the state finals probably in 1997 and having 2 finalists, 1 champion and 1 lost in overtime, and we were just a small school from Northern California, and so that was a pretty enjoyable time.
Excuse me, I think I got to do that. Throughout your wrestling career, what is the single most important, not important, but memorable event or match?
Well, my most memorable was, there are 2 very equal ones, far better than any other, but wrestling John Montelakis from San Francisco State in the conference finals, and he had beaten me 5 times before that, and we were tied and with 30 seconds left, and I was able to get in on him and take him to his back and won that match, and it's the only time I ever beat him. But equal to that was after losing a major decision to Eddie Baza from San Jose State, who was a returning Division I All-American. I lost to him in a duel, and 2 weeks later I beat him in the finals at his own tournament, San Jose Mumby tournament, and that was a pretty memorable match for me.
Great. What made you get involved in the sport of wrestling?
That would be my junior high school PE teacher, Merrill Silver, and we had PE and wrestling, and he saw that I was doing pretty well and asked me to come out for the team.
If you had the opportunity to start your career over again, is there anything you would change?
My focus, take a little bit more off myself, and I think I might have invested a little more time off season than I did. Wrestling was more a seasonal sport for me, and even in college, and I feel I might have done a lot better if I would have put more into it on the off season.
And finally, Don, what would you like people to remember about you?
That I didn't care so much about winning as I did about the character of my wrestlers and the men that they would become as a coach, and that I invested in their lives more than just on the mat.
Again, Don, congratulations on being selected into the California Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.